Detroit to Michigan State to Atlanta. Now tell us, before we get into music and everything in your story, you're in the movie business, man. How long you been doing that for?
Uh, yeah, so movies since pretty much I wanted to do it, I guess. I mean, as long as I can remember. I've kind of bounced around a little bit recently in what I do, but yeah, I've always kind of had the vision to kind of do movies and just stuck with it. Went to school for it. I think when I was little, we moved out to California for a few years, so maybe that was like what was like,
Yeah.
oh, movies. It's all at the time a lot of it was there, but also when we moved back to Michigan, there were film incentives in Michigan, so went to film school there, and then right when I graduated, that was the year the incentives went away, and so most of the jobs went away, and I got a call from the people I got lucky. I worked on a movie in college with my professor at the time, and the guy who produced that. It was like a small independent thing, and the guy was probably like our age now, and he was like producing it, but he ended up working in the production office of Transformers, like the fifth one. And so when we finished that movie, he was like, hey, like, I know you're still in school, but like, what do you say, like, the summer between junior and senior year, you come work for 3 months on Transformers when they're shooting in Detroit. So I got my start in the production office there, and had a nice little like, oh, this is what movies is like. And then I had to go back to film school where everybody thinks they're a director and not working on a $300 million movie. And then, yeah, at the end of that, that crew was like, hey, we're going to go do Avengers, like, come with us. But my parents were like, finish school. So I was like, all right, finish school. And then I got a call for Venom, which was like with Tom Hardy and
Love that.
A couple of those people. But yeah, moved down here for that. I don't think Georgia was ever like a place I was like, oh, like, I don't think I'll ever end up in Georgia. I never really like considered it, but that's where the work was. And yeah, I mean, the rest is kind of history. I've been doing that for probably 3.5 years since I graduated or something like that. I don't know how long it's been, whatever 2017 is. So
Amazing, dude. What's your exact role? Are you kind of a jack of all trades, or do you do things?
right now, well, yeah. So right now I work in visual effects. That's like a new kind of the newer thing I've been doing. But before that, I was kind of going this like route to become an assistant director. So you work as like a production assistant. You got to get like 600 days to get in the union, and then be like a second AD or whatever. And that could probably be a whole nother conversation in of itself. But yeah, I've got to work on some cool movies, and yeah, I mean, it takes up a lot of time, but yeah, I've had some cool like moments. Like, I got to meet like Clint Eastwood and like work with The Rock on some things, and see a lot of explosions, get yelled at by Michael Bay, like a lot of like things that like most people don't get to do on a normal day. So that's pretty cool. And yeah, I mean, I know you said you liked Venom, but if you like look at like the 3-minute mark or somewhere in there in the movie, I have like a little cameo as like a dead astronaut. It was just like a joke, but they ended up putting it in the movie, so I saw my face in IMAX. But yeah, so
that's like fucking awesome, dude.
I'll have to send you the link after or something. It's pretty like, it's like some like Russian movie theater where they have like the someone's just like recording it in theater on their iPhone, but like that's what I showed my family, and they were like proud of me. So